We will unlock the details of how you can own your very own exciting, fun, and lucrative business in the travel space, guys. How you can become your very own travel agent. I am LaVonda Thornton Bush. Guys, I'm out of Houston, Texas. I have been in the travel industry for almost 4 years, and it has been an incredible journey. I'm now a full-time wife. I'm a full-time work-from-home mom. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old that I enjoy homeschooling. And guys, it didn't start off that way for me. I actually was working in the oil and gas industry when I first started my journey as a travel agency owner. And I lost my job about 2 years ago when I decided that I was no longer going back to corporate America. And so I've been enjoying having fun, traveling more, saving more on my own travel, and coaching and training hundreds of others. In fact, I have over 700 travel agents that I coach and train. So after listening to today's call, guys, and the other calls that we have coming up, you should be able to make the decision if the travel industry is right for you. So right now, this hour, we are talking about why start a travel business. Guys, there's so many reasons why starting a travel business makes sense. The first one, the most obvious one, is it's the largest industry in the entire world. Did you know that travel generates over $8 trillion a year? How about the fact that travel is the #1 research word online? See, a lot of people ask me, how did you become so successful early on in your career? Guys, it's because it's travel. People are already online researching the word. People are already familiar with the word travel. And there's so many reasons why people travel. Before I became a travel agent, the only reasons I thought about travel was for vacation and leisure as well as business, because I was doing a lot of business travel. But guys, did you realize that people actually travel for education? They travel for funerals, for weddings, for graduations, and even for medical treatment. And so there's a lot of reasons why people want to travel, and there's reasons why people must travel. But another reason why you should start a business and travel is because everyone is traveling. And if they're not traveling, they simply want to travel. And so again, guys, travel is just one of those words that's familiar to everyone, every age, every gender, every religion, every background. And here's something else that I want you guys to remember. Is when you start a travel business, every single human being can be your customer. I love when people tell me they don't like to fly. Most of the time, they'll drive and take a road trip, right? I love when people tell me they don't like cruises, but they'll go fly and enjoy an all-inclusive. And so, again, you have different reasons people travel. And even if they say they can't afford it, I bet they can find extra money to take a staycation. That's when they stay in a hotel somewhere near where they already reside. Now, another reason why you should start a travel business is one of the main reasons why I did. It's because you can literally work from anywhere. Guys, we have an online-based business. So wherever you have access to Wi-Fi, you have access to your business. That is very powerful. And so being in the travel industry, guys, most of our work is done online. I've been able to work from the beaches of Cancun, from the skies of Canada. I've also been able to work from the comfort of my home and the playground where my children play. And so it's just one of those industries where even though we call it a home-based business, you're not bound to your home. So wherever your cell phone goes, your business goes. Wherever your laptop or your tablet goes, so will your business, guys. And then, of course, you get a chance to love what you do. Turn your passion into income. There are so many people in the world that are not living. They're existing. They're waking up every day, going to a job that's overworking them and underpaying them. Guys, I have not had a dull moment, a depressing moment. I haven't regretted not a single second of making the decision of turning travel into my business. In fact, I enjoy researching my business. I enjoy learning. And later Then when you're talking about passive income, guys, could you imagine helping a family plan their very first family vacation? Now you're helping change a family's life, and then you're being paid for that. That's incredible. But what about helping a family with a family reunion? Helping a couple plan their honeymoon, help a couple even plan their destination wedding. So you get a chance to embark on helping people change their lives, and this now becomes your livelihood. It's incredible. And the last point I would love to mention is it's not just about the income. Guys, it's about the experiences that you will gain. It will be about the relationships that you will then begin to build. And I'm not just talking about the relationships with your clients. I'm talking about the relationships that you will build partnering and working with other travel agents, as well as the suppliers. Thanks to this industry, I am now really good friends with some of the business development managers and companies that you're already familiar with, like with Disney, American Airlines Vacations. Have you ever heard of the resort, Ryu Resort? And resorts. So when you make travel your business, you'll get a chance to now talk to these same suppliers as your friends. They're on Facebook. It's amazing. And then, of course, you get a chance to network with other travel agents. So you're not in this industry alone. You're definitely not in this business alone. And you won't be on our team alone. In fact, our organization is very solid and strong. And the fact that everyone loves helping each other because we're all loving and enjoying what we do. And if you saw, I have a very special guest on the call with me. This gentleman is actually a childhood friend of mine. That's another reason why I love this business, is because it helps bring people closer together. But this gentleman is a full-time travel agent. I'm not going to tell his story because I would love for you to hear from him, but I have on the line with me Mr. Brandon. I know you're excited. We've been talking about this call and telling, the listeners about why should they start a travel business. I would love for them to hear the story of why you got started, Mr. Grace.
Okay, thank you so much for having me on this call and hosting this morning's call. My name is Brandon Grace. Like she said, I'm from Houston, Texas, and I just love this business because it allows you to be your own boss wherever you want to work whenever you want to work from wherever you want to work. And I have multiple sclerosis, and so sometimes, I'm not feeling my best, but this business allows me to still, book travel and experience travel even when I'm in the hospital, so I love it.
Awesome. So I know that you are experienced now, but in the beginning, how long did it take you to really get your feet wet in the industry, transferring from, just being home or back and forth from the doctors to now being responsible for people's travel vacations?
Well, that's actually a good question. So I was a little nervous, but when I realized that partnering with our host agency, I would have access to all major suppliers, unlimited things that I could do with my business, unlimited discounts on my travel, and I learned that I was in business for myself, but not by myself. And so the support that we have, from our suppliers, from our business partners, just allowed me to grow in my knowledge of the travel industry. And so the transition was pretty smooth. We could learn and earn at the same time, so I loved it.
Awesome. And you've had an opportunity to definitely do that. I see you traveling all the time. What has your travel been like since you are no longer traveling as a consumer and have been for almost 3 years now traveling as a travel agent? Have you felt a difference?
Yes, absolutely. I've absolutely felt the difference. I haven't traveled as a consumer, like you said, in almost over 3 years. Every time, I love the fact that we're not limited in this business. We're not limited to the internet. We're not limited to just the click of a mouse. We can actually pick up the phone and talk to the suppliers and talk to the vendors. And so every time I'm always able to get insider pricing and it's always for a substantial amount different from what's advertised online. And so it's made a lot of difference in my pocketbooks traveling as an insider versus a consumer at this point.
You'll learn about how we learn. You'll learn about our host agency. You'll get to hear from others as well, and hearing how they are taking full advantage of this amazing industry. And so if you are truly looking forward to starting your very own travel agency business where you can travel more, save more, and definitely get paid for travel that you're probably already booking for yourself and others anyway, I invite you to text the word travel career to 797979. Again, that's one word. Text the word travel career to 797979. And when you do that, guys, you'll receive a link to a brief video overview about how to get started in the travel business, as well as how much it costs to get started and run your travel business. Guys, the person who invited you today invited you to this call so that you can start to understand how you can take your travel experiences to another level by turning your passion into income.